everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. Welcome back to my stamp room. In this video I wanted to give you a few tips on using the crepe filter paper that is in the spring catalog from Stampin' Up. There you see it right here. It comes with 4 long sheets in a package like this. And you can see I've used all my long sheets. And 8 circles, okay? So I wanted to try making these little flowers, and I wanted to try with punches. So let me show you and give you a few tips. This is one of the long sheets of the crepe filter paper, and I just folded it in 4ths like that, so I have 4 thicknesses. Now in order to get a good punch with this paper, you want to take a piece of computer paper, just printer paper, and sandwich this in between. So I'm just going to fold this in half first. Okay, and then I'm going to slip the filter paper right in between here. Okay, and I can see it through there. So I'm going to take my punch and I'm going to punch through all of those layers. And one of my customers asked me the difference between this filter paper and, like, say, a coffee filter or tissue paper. Well, the best way I can describe it is that it's a little thicker, a little more body than tissue paper, and thinner than a coffee filter. Okay? So here I'm going to slip in this blossom punch, and I know I have it over here to the edge, and I'm just going to punch through all those layers. And the paper helps the printer paper helps it just slip right out, and so you have all these layers. Okay, there's 4. Now to get a really full flower, I'm going to punch again. So I'm just going to slide this over. And this is the tough part, because you've got all these points, and the more intricate your punch, the more difficult it is to slide it out. So I usually just cut it out like this and pull it out instead of fighting with it. Okay, so I have more filter paper here in between the layers of the printer paper, and I'm going to punch again. Okay, now I can set that aside, move my printer paper out of the way, and then I'm going to take all of these layers, all 8 of them, and just stack them like this, and get my piercing mat and my paper piercing tool and just punch a hole in the center. And then I'm just going to use one of our brads. I'm using a more mustard one because that's the color ink I'm going to be using, but really the brad is not going to show, so the color doesn't matter so much. Okay, then you just take each little layer and crunch it up. And it makes a really pretty little flower, like a carnation. So you just come on up, each layer, and the more you crunch it, the fluffier it'll be. Okay, so just have fun with it and play with it. Okay, so there you see. Isn't that cute? So I'm going to take some more mustard ink and a Stampin' sponge. And what I did is I just sponged the edges. Now there are different ways you can color this. I'm sure you could use your ink pad and just go direct to paper. Probably use your spritzer tool and color, but I liked this look of the sponging. Okay. So there you have it, and you can put as much color as you'd like. Let me show you a finished project here with it. Here I have one that I used 3 sizes of scallop circles. The 1 1/4 inch scallop circle, then the next larger one, and then the biggest one. And I did, I believe, 2 of each one, and then just layered them up and did that. Here I did just 4 little scallop circles on this little blue one. Now let me show you what I did for the leaves. I took the scrap that I had left over, and I just cut a leaf shape, or as close to a leaf shape as I could, out of the leftover tissue, just like that. Okay, and then I just kind of bent it together like this, And I'm going to take some certainly celery ink and just sponge it up a little bit. Okay, just like that. Put as much ink on it as you like. And then I glued those layers. This is a bigger one, you can see. And I just glued it down to make the little leaves for the flowers. Okay, so I hope you'll give that a try. It's just $2.95 for the pack of the crepe tissue paper, and make some really pretty flowers. If you have any questions about this or any Stampin' Up! Product, please email me at lisa@inkandinspirations.com. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and I'd appreciate it. I'll see you again soon. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.